July is known for its hot, long days, but this month, NASA's space probe New Horizons is blazing a path straight to Pluto. And here to tell us more about this is astronomer Jason Kendall. And we were just talking about, trying to find different life forms on these planets.
Well, Pluto probably doesn't have life on it. Most likely it doesn't. It's way too far out from the solar system, and so it's going to be too far out from the sun to get any warmth. But Pluto is a world all unto itself. It's about to be explored by a spacecraft that's about the size of a grand piano. So.
Wow. Wait, first of all, we don't know that life couldn't exist, a different form of life in cold temperatures, Jason.
Well, okay, but if you talk to Carolyn Porco of the Cassini mission, she'll tell you about Titan, which might have methanogenic-based life. They did a paper on that a few years back. So that's an iffy one. So
I have absolutely no idea what you just said. All I know is that a different form of life may exist at a different temperature. Okay. What is NASA hoping to learn from this grand piano mission?
Right. Well, New Horizons is the first time anything's ever flown by Pluto. It's the exploration of the outer solar system, the last remaining place in the solar system we haven't explored. We're going to just fly by. It's going to take about a day to do the flyby, and nobody's going to land, nobody's on board. Just take pictures, map the temperature of it, take the temperature. I mean, that's what you got to do, right? Take the weather.
Could this become a planet again?
That's a good question. I knew Clyde Tombaugh when I was in grad school. He's the guy who discovered Pluto, so I'm all for it being a planet. That's me. But the thing is that the IAU in 2006 tried to redefine what we mean by a planet, actually gave it a definition. And in the August meeting that's coming up in Honolulu, they have not opened that back up, much to the chagrin
So why did it
people.
get downgraded again for people who don't remember?
Okay, so there's three definitions. The new definition is that it's got to be round. The planet's round. It orbits the sun, and it has to clear the orbit around where it's orbiting the sun, which is kind of weird. It doesn't pass like the Captain Kirk test where you can land and beam down on it, walk around, find people, and beat people.
Well, then forget it. I'm with Captain Kirk on that one. Okay, so how could people view Pluto? Because it's so small.
Yeah, it's really small. It's really faint. It took Clyde Tombaugh months to find. So what you got to do is you got to go to an amateur association or a university observatory where they have a big telescope and look through it, and they'll probably show you a point of light that says that's Pluto in there, and you won't be able to tell unless you come back next week and see that it's moved.
All right, and then after this flies by Pluto, then it's done and done?
No, they're going to try to do an extended mission out to the Kuiper Belt, and this is even further out by Pluto. There's other objects that are kind of like Pluto. Pluto's just the king of all these objects in the outer solar system. Fly by more, because this is pure exploration. This is a real place that we've never been, and after that, it sails off out into the out past the solar system.
How do you have to worry about space junk out there? I don't know.
No,
I get worried about it.
Well, actually, NASA has actually used the Hubble Space Telescope in order to determine whether or not, because Pluto's got like 6 moons.
Oh.
So they're determining whether or not they got to actually steer it. It's too late to do any more steering. But the thing is that they check for hazards to see if they're going to smack into something like rings or particles. But they've determined that they've adjusted their course. They're going to do just fine. And they're practicing, and everybody's staying up late to make it go.
All right, Jason, thank you so much.